Okay. Hmm.
Take your videos offline and watch uninterrupted.
So I don't have any other proper tutorial in a while, so today's video I'm going to show you guys how you can live stream from YouTube or YouTube gaming, some people still call it. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how you can add like donation alerts, subscriber alerts, and things like that because I know they're pretty popular these days. But before I do get started, I want you guys to scroll down, comment below, who is your favorite streamer? Literally just comment below saying my favorite streamer is, and then just like fill in the blank. Also, if you guys could hit that like button if you end up enjoying the video, I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, let's get on with the video. Alright, so the first two requirements you're going to want to meet in order to live stream properly on YouTube is one, having a good computer, and two, having a solid internet connection. And I do want to clarify that having a good laptop will probably get the job done, but I highly recommend having something like a desktop or a laptop when it comes to streaming. And I personally, like right now, I have a pretty high-end PC, and I'm gonna have my specs on the screen right now for those of you guys who are interested. And one thing I do want to mention for those of you guys who are new to streaming is that a MacBook does not really qualify as a good streaming laptop if you're doing anything more than just like streaming your desktop and like your webcam, because it really just can't handle all that CPU stress at once. I personally love my MacBook and I wish it was the other way around, but there's not that good for like CPU intensive tasks, if that makes sense. And if you got like a gaming PC or a video editing PC within like the past 2 to 3 years, then it should qualify as a pretty good streaming computer. Anyways, moving on from that, the next thing you need, like I said before, is a good internet connection and more specifically your upload speed. If you're not too sure what your upload speed is already, then just head over to speedtest.com. Let a test run, and it's going to return your ping, your download speed, and your upload speed. Now, a huge tip for you guys is if you want the most accurate results, make sure that when you're doing this, you run your like test on a wired connection using an Ethernet cable. I highly recommend streaming while on an Ethernet cable too, because then you're going to have the most stable connection to YouTube when you're live. And so, anyways, for the upload speed, it would probably be near impossible to stream content without experiencing a ton of.
Shooting to zero viewers is nothing to be embarrassed about. We all have to do it at some point, and honestly, it makes the experience of getting those first few viewers and those first few community members so much better. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to stream when nobody is watching and giving you some actionable tips you can put in place right now to help grow those first few viewers. Hey, I'm LJ with StreamScheme.com. I'm also a variety streamer over at twitch.tv/LJF underscore. Links to all of that in the description if you want to check me out while I'm live, or if you just want to check out some of the 200 guys over at StreamScheme. Today, I'm going to be going over a topic that I've had requested a lot over the last month since I started this channel, and that is how to stream to zero viewers, how to stream when nobody is watching, and how to grow those first few viewers from that point. Now, today, I'm going to be going over a topic that I've talked about briefly, but that's for a few very important topics that I haven't talked about before. So I think it's really zero fertility. So I'm going to get my first tip straight away, and I'm only going to touch on it briefly because I made a whole video about it. But you're streaming oversaturated games. Stop streaming things like Call of Duty Warzone, Valorant, or Fortnite. You're not going to grow in those categories. It's almost impossible these days. Check out my video about how to pick games and how I choose games to grow in. From that video, I got asked a lot about how to transition from the games that are small into the games that are big. If they want to play something like Stardew, how do they transition to CSGO? And I realized I couldn't explain it properly, but transitioning between games is all about community building. I'm going to talk about that later in this video, about how you can build your community so that they'll always transition with you. So the second tip is something you've probably seen a lot, but I'm going to give you a pretty different spin on it, and it might come across as a bit harsh, but trust me, it is the best way to look at it. If you can get 3 to 5 friends or family members to watch your stream, then it will boost you hugely. That's, if you're at 0 and suddenly you have 5 viewers, that's massive. Especially if you're streaming in an unsaturated category where that gets you to the top 2, top 3 rows of that category. So whenever I see this tip in other videos, I always see 2 types of comments down below. The first, I don't have any friends or family to watch my streams, and the second is I'm too embarrassed to show them, or I'm scared to show them, or I'm nervous to show them. The first one, I can't really help you. I'd recommend just trying to join other Twitch streams and make friends there. Don't go looking for an audience, just make friends and you'll get a small group of people, and then maybe
Well, lend me 10,000.